Happy 4th of July, y'all. This is Saluk, and I'm still here. I haven't moved in a day, or a week, or 2 weeks, depending on how you want to measure this. No. But, I went to the pond on Monday, and then I went to and spent 2 hours at Chaparral today, and I'm actually kind of tired for once. I normally don't feel really tired. Well, actually, no, I feel tired after the pond. But then again, I also have all my gear on and everything, and I don't always put on all my gear at Chaparral because I'm focusing on the skating aspect, and although I probably should do it sometime, just especially shin guards, but right now I'm just focusing whenever I'm Chaparral, it's just skating, because if I don't get it down without the pads, then I won't be able to get it with the pads. So at the pond, it was a pretty good session. I got there, started shooting and everything, and then there were about 7 other guys there. One was a little kid, and then there were 6 other guys, and they wanted to do a shinny on one end of the rink, so I basically just had an entire half of the rink to myself for most of the time. So that was actually handy, especially for getting footage. Although the footage I got is I got a lot more done after the footage, and was a whole lot. I'll get into that afterwards. But yeah, I basically had half the rink to myself, and I focused mostly on, again, controlling the puck, and a little bit on shooting, but mostly just skating and keeping the puck in front of me and everything like that. And later, after the events depicted in this footage, I actually tried increasing my speed, and that was a whole lot of fun. And I'll get to that then. But I also went, like I said, I went to Chaparral today, and in my last one, I started working on skating backwards, brain fart, but now I am, but today I continued working on skating backwards, but I also worked on transitions, which I started working on Saturday. Actually, no, not this Saturday, the Saturday before. This past weekend, there was a figure skating competition, and I could not skate, so this would have been last Sunday. Yes, last Sunday. But I started working on maybe last Saturday. 2 weeks ago Saturday, I think. It doesn't matter anyway. But I started working on transitions, and I am having a whole lot of trouble with them, but I started getting them today, and so that was pretty cool. I'm not good at them, but I'm getting there, and that's the important thing. But yeah, I'm much better at transitioning from backwards to forwards than I am forwards to backwards. In this video, in the footage that I'll be putting here from Chaparral, I'm mostly focusing on forwards to backwards, because that's the one I have the most trouble. And so I also worked on skating backwards, but as far as footage goes, that's transitions are what I basically focused on. I did actually get an entire lap around the rink, multiple laps, not all at once, because I needed to, like I said, my muscles for going backwards are not as used to work as, so I did take a few breaks in between skating backwards to working on forward things, but I did mostly focus on transitions, like I said. So yeah, I guess I'll do the pond and then the Chaparral footage back to back. So there you go. like I said, so yeah, I did a whole lot better after I filmed what I did for the pond. I did, not as far as shooting, but I actually tried putting a little more speed into what I was doing as with the puck as well. And while I did lose track of it, I did lose, I guess, I don't really know how to say what I'm trying to say, but I did, I guess, just lose it more. I was able to move around it a whole lot better and comfortably than I think I have ever, and it was a bit more of a challenge, but I think I overall am improving. I would not have felt comfortable doing that 2 weeks ago, and so I'm actually kind of impressed with how I was able to do it. So I'm really happy with how I'm improving. I wish I well, yeah, I wish I could be improving a bit faster, but I think everyone thinks that. I'm actually okay with where I am right now. As far as that, I know it just takes practice, and I can pretty much practice there 1 hour a week as far as stick and puck things. And I won't be doing hockey lessons this August. I still need my chest pads, and I'm going to take some private lessons for skating to get my skating ability up, because, like, especially my backwards skating, I don't think I'd be able to keep up. So I am going to keep with it, and I believe I'm going to start my private lessons possibly this weekend, maybe next weekend, depending on his availability. He said he might be able to start this Sunday, but something might come up. So I'll find out. Yeah, I'll find out this weekend. I'll probably try and get that on video too, just not only for this, but also my personal record, and plus he'll be showing me how to do things as well. As far as the Chaparral stuff, I think I definitely got some improvement today. I'm not good, but I feel really good about how I ended up. I decided to just cut the bowl and practice it, because I was, again, worried about falling down, and I fell down a lot, and so that's just something I have to deal with, and I just have to let go of worrying about things. Everyone around me knows how to get around me if I fell down, and no one's going to skate over my arm or my leg or anything like that. I know if it does look like I take a really big fall or something, then then people will actually come and ask me if I'm okay. So I'm really actually, the fact that even though I'm not really good at it yet, I feel really good about being able to actually do it. I essentially stop when I do it, but that's a big far cry from just turning around and keeping going forward. So it's a step in the right direction, and I know I'll be able to get it once I'll get the footwork down better the more I practice, and I'll get more detailed critique from someone soon about that. So I'm feeling really good about my progress right now. So if y'all have any suggestions of stuff I can work on, I was told I really need to, not only do I need to keep my legs bent, my knees bent a whole lot more, I also need to keep my back straight, and yeah, I do. And I told them that everyone this, so if they're probably watching, and yeah, I don't know if they're watching or not. Yeah, basically, I have this thing that either I have my knees bent and I'm hunched over, or I have my back straight and my legs not bent. So I just need to constantly remind myself. Maybe I could set a reminder to buzzes in my pocket, and because I mean, well, when I'm at Chaparral, I usually have my phone in my pocket if I'm not practicing something that will really put me at risk at falling. So maybe when I'm doing my warm-ups or something like that, I can have it like every 10 minutes or so tell me, hey, make sure you're bending your knees, keeping your back straight. I actually do think I did better today, more so than I have, because I did have to try and keep that in my mind this entire time. So if y'all see, once again, if y'all see things that I need to work on, let me know. I really appreciate it, and I'm going to try to implement it more and more. I really appreciate everyone who's given me feedback and critique and everything, and I'll see you next week.